it is that time.
Is it time?
Where you sparkle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it time for me to do my new?
It's time.
Okay, hold on. So the first thing.
Okay.
First thing. Okay, wait. I'm getting my demo right now because I'm about to demo. I'm like, you throw me right into the demo here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Just throw me in there. Okay.
So first new product we have. I guess you can look over if you want.
Yeah. I'm trying. No, I know it. I know
what's
up.
Talk about this. It's
a
mic amp. All right.
This is a automatic gain microphone amp. So we have another microphone amp in the store already that's just a linear mic amp. And this one on the back, we have the Max 9814 chip. And this is a special kind of microphone, Electret microphone amplifier chip. So most Electret microphone amplifiers are just like, you get 50 millivolts in, it multiplies it by 10 and gives you 500 millivolts out or whatever, or multiplies it by 100. The gain is fixed. You want 100 gain or 200 gain or whatever, it's a fixed gain. And this is a very special chip that is made by Maxim, and it's an automatic gain control chip. And what that means is that it samples the audio levels over like the period of like 5 to 10 milliseconds, and if the sound is getting louder and louder, it reduces the gain. And it does this to keep the audio from clipping. So you always get like a fixed amount of voltage. You always get about like 2 volts peak to peak. I mean, if it's really quiet, it won't be that loud. But it tries to adjust the peaks so that you don't get too loud or too quiet. And it's actually a really good quality amp. And what's neat is if you connect this up to a pair of headphones, like in the demo, we have a tutorial demo for it. If you hook it up to headphones, it has such good gain that it actually kind of sounds like a spy mic. You can actually hear very far away because it quiets down all the nearby sounds and amplifies far away sounds so that you get like a weird like super hearing effect.
Oh, yeah.
And
I remember when you showed me this demo, it was like, wow, I can hear what was going on across the Adafruit factory.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. So if we go to the overhead, I can try to show. I just have it hooked up pretty simply to, actually hooked up to a bar graph. And so you can see when I'm talking, it has the bar graph go up. And if I'm talking quietly, it's not as much.
What about me? Hello, hello, hello.
But what's interesting is that if I make really loud sounds, it eventually reduces the gain even more. And then it comes back up. So let me, I'll actually demo, so we have to be quiet because otherwise it gets confused. Testing, testing. So you see if you have a loud sound, it quickly reduces the gain and then it's very quiet. And then if you have like kind of medium sounds, it'll take a while for it to change the gain back and forth. But you see, it never actually gets to max volume. No matter how close I am, it'll always make it so that, you know, if I'm far or close, no matter what the distance, it'll always try to keep the volume to kind of within like 3 bars if it's quiet. Oh, shoot. Up to, wait, I just broke it. Up to about, sorry. Up to about, 20 bars or so. So this is really good. When would you use this? So this is a very good microphone amplifier to use if you are like doing voice detection or voice reading, and you don't know how far people are going to be from the microphone. If we were using a fixed gain mic, it would be very difficult. It would be either too loud or too quiet. With this, it adjusts the gain quite a bit to try to get it right in the middle. So it's good for that. It's good if you're doing like recording of music and you don't know how loud it's going to be. So instead of having to tweak the gain, you just depend on the microphone's built-in gain. So there you go.
All right, moving later on here, we have a clock. Clock.
Yes.
Yeah. So
the clock kit. It's got a nice matrix. We wanted to have some more clocks. Just a cute clock. It's kind of got this funky, kind of Greekish look to it with fonts and stuff.
And you make it yourself.
You make it yourself. We don't have one assembled, but check out the webpage. There's a whole bunch of kits.
All right.
And photos.
And making a reappearance here, this is the Bargraphs that we just saw that was on your demo.
That's right. So this is the bar graph that's shown in the demo, and it's bicolor, so each pixel can be red or green, or both red and green, which makes yellow. So even though it's bi-color, it can show 3 colors because there's the combination of the colors. And this is a demo photo of it, and then I can reset the overhead. Yeah,
sure.
And I'll reset it, and it will go into red, yellow, green mode. Is this autofocusing or no?
I can do that if you'd like.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll bring it much closer. Okay, and then so you can see it. It does flicker a little bit because it's multiplexed.
Yeah.
But you can see there's green, yellow, red pixels, and then it goes back into the demo mode.
Yeah.
We have basically library code that allows you to set, the color pixels any way you want. The modules they're a little thick, they're through hole. You can use them without the backpack. Can you go back to the bar graphs?
Yeah.
Go back 2.
This one?
Yeah. They're through hole, so you can plug them into a breadboard if you want. They're multiplex though because of the bicolor thing. There isn't one LED per pin. It's sort of like, it looks kind of like a 3x4 matrix. So it's a little bit weird. It's not like some single color bar graphs that are a lot easier to use, where like each pin is like one LED. It's not like that because they wanted to cram 12 bars, 2 LEDs per 24 LEDs. And they didn't want to have like every single LED brought out. So it is a matrix, so that's why we use a backpack to do the multiplexing. We sell the bar graphs individually, but unless you're like really hardcore and you're totally cool with writing your own multiplex driver, I would just get the backpack.
Okay. All right, and then next up, did we want to bring this one out?
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about that. We just put that in today.
Yeah.
So we don't have our own photo, but we have the product photos, and this is
weird and cool. This is a plant camera.
This is a plant camera. Is
it a camera that plants use, or is it a camera
Yes.
that you use to take photos of plants?
No, it's this is the Infragram DIY plant analysis webcam. So actually, what's interesting is this is what the Pi Noir cam was sort of based on. Yeah. It's a camera that has no IR filter. And that allows it to get infrared light. And apparently, if you use special software analysis, you can use the lack of the infrared filter, which means there's more infrared light. You can use that sensing to like see where chlorophyll is distributed in a plant. I haven't actually quite used this. We just got this in today. But if you're doing like plant work, this is really good for research.
Yeah.
If you do time-lapse plant photography, I guess some people probably do
the
that.
overhead and just show the outside packaging.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Do you want me to take this apart and show it off?
No, we got to get on to the next one.
Okay, we got to get on to the next one. But we will, maybe we'll show this off in more detail. But yeah, it's a webcam. You have to plug into a computer. There's a plant. It's by publiclab.org. I believe they did a Kickstarter, and this is open source hardware. And we told them, they wanted us to support their Kickstarter. We said, hey, why don't you just let us know when it's over, and we'll probably carry your camera once you've shipped them all to your backers. And they did.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Yeah, I guess if anyone's watching in the future or live now, we get asked during the middle of Kickstarters if we'll carry stuff, and we always say the same thing. After you ship everything to your backers, let us know, because it's really not fair to the backers if you're sending stuff to us and people can buy it, but your backers still didn't get it. So we just made a policy to make it easy on us and easy on everybody else. So when you're done shipping to all the people that you promised that you would have stuff to, let us know, and then we can do that. And we think that's good.
Yeah.
Good policy, fair for everybody. Okay, and then last one, and this is the big one, and we only have a few minutes, so we'll just go through this. This is our new display. Adafruit has a display. You can have a display from Adafruit.
Okay.
It is a big deal.
Is it a display, though?
It's a display.
Okay.
So this is a DisplayPort
monitor,
and it's, I think, one of the coolest things. It's a Retina, an iPad Retina display inside of it.
It's the same display as used in the iPad 3 or iPad 4. It's a Retina display. It's about 2,000 by 1,500 pixels. So it's extremely high resolution. It's also incredibly bright. It's got a really beautiful backlight.
Yeah.
This is sort of the default background, and it's like you can actually see like every pixel. It's full of stars.
Yeah, and we sell this.
And it works natively with any Mac, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Every single Mac has DisplayPort. You just plug it in directly into your Thunderbolt. Comes with a Thunderbolt cable. The only thing you have to put together is the enclosure, which is acrylic, but it takes like 15, 20 minutes, and you just need like a little screwdriver. Put it together, and you can also, if you don't want to have it in the case, you don't have to put it in the case. We use them here actually for photo and video editing. We have the small monitor on the side, and we use that for previewing because it's not too big.
Right now I have mine plugged into my iPad Air that's doing the chat and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the chat window on this computer over here, and you'll see how tiny it is because it's such high resolution. And I'll just hold this up here. But this is what you guys look like to me on the screen. So this is the screen. It's plugged into my Mac. This is a live demo. Here's the back,
if you're using it for
back of the board.
Video or graphics, you can have it at the high resolution. But I believe with the Mac, you can change the resolution of the screen too. So if you want it to be like not so high resolution,
you can.
It'll use like subpixel addressing to make it bigger seeming. I mean, you don't have to do it now, but
and you can. And one of the things, I'm going to go over to my displays right now.
Okay.
So on the displays.
So show me, hold this up.
Yeah, I guess we can try to.
So you say best for, you can say scaled resolution.
Yeah, and so let me go over to this one here. So
scale.
Yeah, if you do, you could do best for resolution. You can do scaled. It has.
Go down to like 13 by 10.
Yeah, and it'll change.
So then
that
now
there.
It's.
Yeah, you don't want to hold it that way because the camera is set to focus back here.
Okay.
So anyways, you can make it larger, the resolution too. So this is really handy. People who do any type of photo editing, any video editing, this is a fantastic secondary monitor.
It's also really good looking. Like it's way better than most monitors. Like the color is really bright and distributed.
Yeah.
It looks good up close, but you can also change the resolution. But yeah, we're doing it where we do the photo editing with one.
Yeah.
But it's just handy as like a secondary monitor. I just think it's really cool to like you can the raw monitor the raw display can be turned into a monitor. It just needs like a helper board. So we designed this PCB that goes on the back, and it does like all the management. The tough part was the backlight.
Yeah.
We actually found what was suspiciously a good chip for doing this backlight control, which makes me think that this chip was actually designed by Linear Tech specifically for Apple to do their backlight management. Because I'm like, wow, this is like a perfect chip. Because there's 16 strands of 12 LEDs. So you need like, or 9 LEDs. So you need 22 volts. And it has to be like 16 strings. So it has to be like this perfectly balanced backlight. But we got it working. It took a couple of revisions. And it's a really, really lovely display.
And so one of the things I'm going to do is when my little tiny Mac Pro comes in, I'm going to probably mount the little screen on top. We're working on using the iPad mini Retina displays for even a smaller one.
Yeah.
And Qualia is our name of these displays. If you have DisplayPort on a PC, should be okay.
Somebody said it worked on their DisplayPort PC,
Yeah.
but it has to be a native DisplayPort. You
Yeah.
can't use an HDMI to DisplayPort adapter
Yeah.
that we know of because HDMI actually can't handle that resolution.
Yeah, and then the other thing that someone had a question about is, let me find it here. Oh, is there any Linux drivers for anything yet? Like if you have a DisplayPort native for
If it's
Linux.
native DisplayPort and you can, unfortunately the easiest way to test if you have a friend who has like a Mac monitor that's DisplayPort, if it works with that, it'll work with this because it's basically a Apple monitor that's just like super small and it doesn't have an Apple logo on it.
Yeah, and so
But it's the same display cell that they use.
And so this is the only DIY monitor kit that I know of in the world, and it's Qualia, and it's our new product, and we're really happy.
The Commodore 64. Yeah.
We're really happy about it, and that's the new products. Good work.
Yay!
Good work, you.